Pampering this horse.
Off you go, quick! You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. You see, it didn't even hurt. Quiet! Don't clear off! You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. You've got a... Christ!
For the cross! I feel quite hungry!
Fucking hell!
For the cross!
Go fuck yourself! Jesus!
I feel quite hungry!
Watch and learn! Jesus!
There's no escape!
You're finished! Useless!
Quick!
I've stopped that whistling.
Quick!
Good day to you. Give my greetings to Christian, and don't forget a torch.
At your service, sir. What are you doing? That's mine!
And fall off, you scum. Halt!
I surrender!
I've got it in for you, scum. Time has come, and if I don't fight...
Wait a moment. I just wanted to borrow it for...
That's not how it works, but fine. But don't do anything...
Can't get any peace and quiet around here.
I got the evidence against Mintmaster Vavak.
Really?
Here.
I'll be damned. Where did you find...
Vavak had a secret mint where...
He obviously had it all. Did you have any...
I had a bit of a disagreement.
Sacra!
The owner of the smelting works, but...
What deal?
He paid me.
The sly... Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing.
There were some coiners.
Jesus Christ.
Vavak locked them up there to work.
My God.
I did.
Thank God for that. When you talked to them, did...
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious.
Here.
What the... It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vivak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. A letter from Vavak to Master Buresh. He actually gave it to me willingly, for letting him go.
This really is the last piece of the mosaic. But be that as it may, we know... I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme, Master Ulrich Vivak... But, with those books in Retard's hands, Vivak won't remain long in his... And it's now pretty clear who will replace him to many people.
You want to keep stealing from the king?
Oh, come on. Sigismund isn't up. The less silver he gets is... Now, everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, only there would be a... I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond and minor jumps at...
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed. They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh, and I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but I've got a little something here to add to what Master Buresh, and I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die.
Doesn't that mean you'll be stealing?
Do me a favor.
How can you be so
If there's one thing I've learned, it surely does...
I just want to save my lord.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. You've heard my offer.
It's too great a...
If we learn... Well?
I can't promise.
And why?
I'm not a cheat.
This is Kuttenberg, Henry. Which part do you...
All right, then.
Excellent. But don't forget, you can blackmail Vivak with the evidence. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from...
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a plan. And give my regards to...
I'm always glad to meet polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
In God's name!
Nézzel, faszfej! A szírodra fogok hugyozni!
Kibaszom! Burn in hell!
Nesze, te faszfej! Vigyen el jobbásan! Nem kellett volna felbasznod minket, de...
Die, you wretch!
Back! Egy-kéz, nem kéz!
Csak nem vérzel, faszfej! A francba! A sírodra fogok hugyozni!
For glory! For the cross! I feel quite hungry!
Húzza pokol!
I feel quite hungry!
Elsünk túl
In
rajta!
God's name!
Nincs esélyed, te nyomorú!
Victory awaits!
A fenébe! Nem érek rá egész nap! Elég! Nyertél!
Watch out with that hole!
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
I expect you have some reason for being here.
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
I'm Henry. Take me to him. He's expecting me.
Ah, Henry. Yes. Yes, Sir Kroonslin mentioned you.
I'll let you in. Shimek will take you to the Lord. You're not the first to come to him to...
Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right after dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
Unfortunately not. Some of them are beholden to Sigismund for their office, and some are worried about ending up, forgive me, friends, like you and Peter of Pisek.
Christ above! That's exactly what Sigismund wants. To divide us. To paralyze us with fear.
Divide et impera. God knows, that ginger fox is a master of dividing and conquering.
You are absolutely correct, my lady. Especially when everyone can see your problems. I've heard that Mintmaster Vavak is still putting pressure on you.
The devil take that bastard! He had the gall to blackmail me in my own home.
Gentlemen, and my lady, sorry to interrupt, but I have some new tidings about our Mint Master. I've heard about his crimes against the Crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
I'm pleased to meet you, Sir Martin, and I've got good news for you. I freed Hensel, one of your subjects, from Andrew Ramhead's captivity.
So I've heard. Clearly, you have a good heart, but you've done more harm than good. I tried to keep Sigismund from turning his attention to Raborj as much as possible, and the greedy but slow-witted Ramhead came in useful there. I tolerated his robbery, because as long as he could steal here and there, that's all he cared about. But Hensel's escape provoked him, so now I'm afraid he'll be more alert and attentive.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. Now he's facing God's justice.
No great loss there, but I fear they'll send someone with a greater sense of duty to take his place.
Sir Gunslin!
Shimek? What's going on?
Mintmaster Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now? So be it. This matter must be brought to an end. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry, we're counting mainly on you.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly! And then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room. Take your precious crossbow. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, but you're more than well.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed.
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. Of Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one, if not. The king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words. Sir, only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mintmaster what is being said about him.
The word is you're in league with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett. Together, you've been falsifying the mining records. 1/10 of the silver ingots disappears from the records and ends up in your pockets. That's a capital crime. The king won't let you get away with that, whether Sigismund or Wenceslas.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the Royal Mintmaster again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
Exactly. Not only do we have the ledgers from Buresh, as well as yours...
And if anything happens to any of us, our friends will see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about your silver skimming business.
Exactly. Hermes Trismegistos.
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain!
Sir!
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes, damn it! Do what I say! Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mintmaster the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return?
The executioner is far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mintmaster? Wait! We got off on the wrong foot!
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunslin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right, so don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our Mint Master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty Mint Master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did, and I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Burgov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time. Until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in a room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
I know what to expect. It won't be the first time. And besides, I have a score to settle with Von Burgov, and I doubt I'll get a better chance.
I hope you know what you're doing. I wouldn't like to be sending you into death's embrace.
Don't worry, sir. I'm no fool. It'll be all over before they know what's happening. And if anyone wants to lay down his life for Von Burgov, I'll grant him his wish.
See if you can do it without bloodshed. It would be nice to see you again. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Burgov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Burgov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realised. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
So, let's see what you've been cooking up, Vavak. I won't leave a stone unturned. And you'll be trembling to the end of your days that we'll pass this on to the king. And then you'll be sent to the demons of hell for this and your other sins, you whoreson.
How did you become a knight?
I paid for it. When Malashov was vacated, I bought that fortress. Well, first I negotiated with King Charles for permission. Then it was entered into the land register as my property, and my house became the Knights of Malashov. There were still some legal requirements surrounding it, but I won't bore you with those. But personally, I'm pleased that in the history of our house, It was me who managed to elevate it to the nobility.
You can simply buy a title? Just like that?
Definitely not just like that. But in a certain manner of speaking, you can, yes. It's not at all such an unusual practice among rich burghers nowadays. In Prague, for example, there used to be the Rokitsan burgher family, and they bought Okorsh. That's a castle 3 times bigger than Malashov. It may also happen that some commoner lends the king a lot of money, and the king doesn't have the coin to pay back the debt. So he resolves it by pledging one of his castles. Nevertheless, the old nobility, such as Vavak von Hradec, don't like it, and they despise us for it. They see us as upstarts without a proper ancient origin. But I think in a few generations, if I ever marry Rosa off, that is, it won't make any difference anymore. We'll be established among the nobility, and all these injustices will be a thing of the past. I pray that my house will endure, and that my descendants will live to see it.
Well, enjoy your well-deserved spurs. May your house endure and prosper. What's the political situation in the city? I mean the politics of support for our side.
All in all, miserable. Bailiff Plymel is also on Sigismund's side, as is his son, who's so corrupt even Vava could envy him. And I tested the waters among the councillors, but it doesn't look good for us at the moment.
Who sits on the city council?
Wenceslas Forsucher, Jerome Naz, Franz Rosenthal, and Andrew Polner. They're from the old and rich burgher families, just like us. Martin tried to negotiate some support from them, but they either have their interests connected with, or they just don't want to commit themselves.
But they don't sit alone on the council.
They don't. Then there are the representatives of the guilds. Compared to the old houses, the guild masters only quite... So they probably won't risk loot. But you're right that we might find support among them. The thing is, we're not yet in a position...
And what about Vavak?
He does. And they'll do what he tells them. Except maybe Friedrich Kummel. Vavak is a slimy bastard who'll sink us, because as soon as he learns something he could...
Thank you for filling me in.
Well, there was...
And what about the church? Couldn't it be turned around? You can see Sedlet's monastery from the city. The abbot must have some influence, doesn't he?
He does. First of all, the abbot is burning through his property. And who do you think is buying them up? Then there's a long-standing dispute over the manning of some churches.
Well, then how about promising the abbot support and getting...
Ha ha! I see you're no newcomer to politics. But we hesitated with the abbot, and he decided to throw in his lot with Sigismund. In fact, he's given him accommodation, and is wining and dining him.
It's not like he had a lot of choice.
Oh, he did. A lot is permitted by the law of the church.
Sigismund has a whole army behind him. How could the abbot refuse him?
Do you think Sigismund would attack a monastery? All he'd get from it would be a pile of old bones. And it'd tarnish his reputation in half of Europe. No, Sigismund doesn't need the abbot. But the abbot needs him. That's why he made the decision he made.
I'm glad we took care of Vavak when they outnumbered us, and they had heavy...
If the worst came to the worst. But otherwise, I agree with you. After all,
If I may be so bold, can I ask what the hard...
Not long ago, when Sigismund's army besieged Kuttenberg. Back then, I saw things differently than I do today. I'd been advocating, I feared, and rightly so, but I was in the minority. We quarreled a lot over that. In the end, he told me that he wanted to prove the Knights of Malish and that we'd... When an opportunity arose to strike against the enemy...
What happened next?
More importantly, some French knight appeared from God. He said he was a renowned man and that it was his... I no longer know why or how. One of the first things he did was attack the huge... It seems they were poorly defended, and when the Frenchman was putting to... Only it's the oldest and most primitive trick. Of course, Sigismund, or whoever was in command, he had his own when I learned where Venza... But when we arrived... So, you heard it, but I won't... It won't bring Venza back to our estates. God be with you. Leave me alone, Henry. I have heavy thoughts that I need to deal with.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
What are you doing?
Quick!
Whoa!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
My humble respects.
I got the evidence against Mintmaster Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here.
I'll be damned. Where did you find...
Vavak had a secret...
He obviously had... Did you have any...
I had a bit of a disagreement.
Sakra!
The owner of the smelting works...
What deal?
He paid me for my...
The sly. Be it as it may, there's one more thing.
There was some...
Jesus Christ.
Vavak locked them...
My God!
I did.
Thank God for... When you talked to them, did...
They gave it to me.
I'm curious.
Here.
What the... That means... In any case, But I'm afraid no matter what Master Baresh told you at the Mint, no one will believe us.
Luckily, I've got this. He actually gave it to...
This? But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all. The scheme, Master Ulrich Vavak. But, with those books and it's now pretty many...
Who do you mean?
Maybe everything would stay the same. Only there would be... I'll have to find minor...
What happened to...
Not long after, and they found...
You think...
Who knows? They're both... I'll have to arrange... And I'll take care... Nothing really... I've got a little to add. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. Or...
Doesn't that...
Do me a favor.
How can you be...
If there's one thing I've learned, surely...
It's too great a risk.
If we learn... Well?
I can't promise.
And what?
I'm not...
This is... Which part... Who do you think you...
My conscience.
You'll never get an... But... So be it. Here's your books. And here are the copies of...
Thank you.
It should help the Rutards. Now leave me alone, please.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
Or I'll ram my blade into your gut. I want everything you've got. What the?
Help!
Oh, my stomach.
I knew it was spoiled. I feel awful.